at least one lawmaker, Jeff, they're trying to put a stop to this.
Right, and it seems reasonable that if you're in your backyard, you should have privacy. But if a drone hovers over there, it's got video cameras on it, it can fixate on you and record you. Well, one lawmaker is trying to stop that, and that is State Senator Hannah-Beth Jackson. She has introduced Senate Bill 142, which would prohibit the unauthorized use of unmanned aerial vehicles in airspace directly over private property. The legislation draws comparison to someone who physically invades your privacy or property by trespassing to capture an image or recording of you. These are laws that would be against that, and a person can be arrested for that, you know, if they climb up on your fence and if they videotape you. So her take is, why should it be any different for these drone helicopters? And she's not alone. There are plenty of other anti-drone activists who also want to see the government cut back on use of their surveillance drones in the U.S.
Do we want to have drones here that are able to surveil us, use highly technical devices to infiltrate our homes, our cars, our conversations on the street? This is wrong, and the American people need to discuss this.
Now, according to our partners at the Sacramento Business Journal, Jackson's bill would not have any impact on the drones that fly above 400 feet because that falls within jurisdiction of the FAA. This has to do with the more low-flying recreational drones. And Dan, something you pointed out this morning when we talked about this at the Super Bowl. Drones are not able to fly over the game.
It's a drone-free zone is what they're running.
The fact that we're even
there,
we're at this point where we have to say that.
Yeah.
But it's got to be difficult if someone does fly it over the game or anywhere else where these drones are not allowed to prosecute, to try to figure out who is responsible for that drone, because they can be launched from pretty good distance away. Well, so difficult for the authorities to track.
For years, we would have attorney David Allen on the midday show, and this was a long time ago. And he was saying, with the internet, you're seeing all these new cases. It's the same thing with the drones. With the drones, you're seeing all these new cases, all these new circumstances that you never imagined before.
Right. So technology not keeping up with our laws, our rules, our regulations. It's just we got to fast forward here.
Certainly new territory, and we'll see if it gets any resistance at the state capitol.
Thanks, Jeff.
Sure.